Hi, welcome to the 71st Hammer tutorial. The intro is still going, obviously, but after creating this map and showing you guys it in the 70th Hammer tutorial, a couple people have wondered how I created some of the things, such as the staircase that you see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how I made this today, and then eventually I'll show you how I did the tunnel and some other things about the map. So the first thing I'm going to do is just leave everything so I have a clear view here. Okay, move that out of the way. Okay, so staircases are used in every map pretty much. They're a good way to get around over ramps and they look fitting. A lot of Counter-Strike maps are warehouses or urban areas, so a metal staircase fits pretty well. So the first thing you just want to do is grab your node jar texture. Now, staircases are typically in Source Engine 8 rise over 12 run, meaning that for every 8 units you go up, you should go back 12. Or actually, it goes down to 4 and 6 in that ratio. We usually don't want to step lower than 8 and 12. So right now I have the 12 run stair, and I'm just going to stretch this down to be 8. So now what you want to do is just hold shift and drag it down so they meet like that. So you have two right next to each other. Now you want to take them and make them too thick. Select them both and press Ctrl G to group them, or you can go to Tools Group. Next you want to select them both, or just select one because they're grouped. Hold shift and drag them. Now there's a little trick that I found out. Now you'll see that you have a copy of it made. Drag the top stair over the old bottom stair. So now it looks like you have 3. Now drag it over and you'll see it left a red outline in your 2D view. Now just move this top stair down to the outline of the bottom one. So now we have 4 stairs. That's what we want for right now. Now browse for a stair texture. And just do stair and you'll see in the texture list that we have, I want to use this one. Most of them either have 2 or 4 steps in each one. Since I have 4, I created 4 stairs. If you're using one that has 2 steps, create 2 steps. So I'm just gonna create that, and you'll see that on most of them this is the front of the stair and this is the top of the stair. So I'm going to take the top of the stair, then just apply to the front, and you want to align it. You see that there's a little back room here, so you can make the stair deeper if you want, but I like the 12 run for 8 rise. And then you just want to apply it to each one. And since there's 4 different stairs, it will look good when it's massively applied. Okay, so now we have the top of each stair. Now you want to grab the front texture, which is this gray one right here. Some of them don't have front textures, but you can usually mix and match and get what you want. So apply this, and then you'll see that there's somewhere in the middle. You want to texture shift it till you see this small bar come across. And then you just want to hold Alt and texture wrap it around the side. This texture wrapping is very nice. It makes it look perfect. Now select that texture and just right click on all the other stairs. Because the texture is set for 8 rise, this will apply it fine. And you just want to texture wrap this around each step. Now you need to get a bottom texture. This can be sometimes difficult to find out what you want, but usually just a quick search in metal will give you a result that you want. I just like to use this metal texture right, where is it at? It's close to the top. Right here. And just right click to apply that to all of them. Now you'll notice that we have 4 stairs. Now select them all and press Ctrl G to group them. And again, hold shift, copy them, place the top stair over the bottom stair there. Then move it over and you have the outline, so move it one stair down. So basically this is a quick little shortcut on massively creating stairs very quickly. I'll apply that right there. And then you'll get to a point where the stairs are going into the ground. Just delete the steps at the bottom, and you now have the actual functionality of the stairs right now. If you're going for a more modern look, you could actually make it look like the stairs were attached to the wall with some details or some more brushwork, but I'm going to show you how I did the side railings now. So next, you want to create a hole brush that reaches from the top stair all the way to the floor. Now it's imperative that it reaches all the way to the floor. You can even extend it more if you want. And you want this to be 2 units thick. You can adjust this later if you want. And it should be clipping with the edge of the stair here. So there's clipping happening. Now what you want to do is grab the clipping tool, select the top right vertex of a stair, and then move it to the top right vertex of the stair underneath it. This will cut a perfect line across all the tops of the stairs, and press enter to remove it. You want to keep the bottom. Now do the same thing just with the lower left vertex with the lower left vertex of the other one, but this will give it a fake look. It doesn't look like it's actually being held up very well. So you want to set your snap grid to 4 and just move this down 4 units on both points, and then make sure you keep that side, press enter. Now take the clipping tool again, and on the first step and the bottom step you need to do differently. On the first step, just cut down across the face of it, and you just want to clip this. You don't want to delete either side. Now clip across the bottom of it and delete the top, so there's no more texture clipping occurring. Next, you want to cut across the bottom step and the step above it, and then again just clip it so nothing happens. So it just cuts it, and then remove the top so the clipping stops occurring with the texture. So we should have the top step cut out and the bottom step pretty much cut out, and you want to remove any excess in the front here. So it looks like it just touches the bottom. Now with the rest of the stair, we're going to do this very easy way. You want to again cut in between 2 stairs, but you want to delete all of but this one segment. Then delete the top so the clipping stops occurring. And we have this perfect segment now. Just hold shift, drag it to the next stair, create a group, and just keep going till you're done, all the way down to the bottom. Group, and boom, boom. Okay, so now they've all reached the bottom, and now is a good time. You want to group all of these together because we're going to be copying them. Now this is where you have to really start thinking about textures, because you see a lot of metal textures. You usually use metal textures for metal stairs, obviously, but you need a texture for the side railing. Now you might not think about it, but this I-beam texture is actually really, really good for this. We won't use all of it, but you'll see here there's the small metal rim here where it's white. We're gonna have that be lined up on the bottom, and this will give it a very, very nice look that will make it fit. So now you just select that texture, bring up your face edit sheet, and right click on the bottom. It's very important that you do it to the bottom. And you also want to set the texture scale on the Y down to about 15. Otherwise the texture looks like it's a little stretched when you apply it to the side. So setting it to 15 makes it look pretty good, or even 0.2 makes it look less fake because it's on an angle. So yeah, go with 0.2. Now you want to texture shift this so that little white line that we were talking about is showing. There we go, right there. Now you want to take this texture and hold Alt and apply it to the bottom of every stair here. of every segment. So you just go down, right click, right click, right click. While holding Alt. Holding Alt is very important. This will texture wrap it and make it look better. Now, since it's texture wrapped there, this angle, if we just applied it, it would give us this weird, it would apply it straight up and we'd have to do manual rotation. This would take forever. But since we have the texture wrapping, it just instantly sets it up like that. So, then once you have it like that, we don't want the inside of the I-beam, that it looks bad. So you just want to texture shift it down to show the other part of the I-beam, the more deteriorated part, and then select that, and then just alt right click on the face of every outside piece. And then make sure you do that vice versa to the other side. Then alt right click all the way down. And then select this piece, and you want to hold shift and copy it to the other side of the stair, and optionally in the middle. But also, don't be like me and forget to texture the front. You want to make sure that you hit the front of the stair too, so there's no draw showing. And again, just alt right click across, boom, 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 boom. And go all the way up. And now you should copy it to the side and into the middle. And now you just want to select everything. Press Ctrl T to make it a default bunk detail. So, I hope this tutorial helped you on creating a convincing metal staircase for your map. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.